Howdy. How's it going? And today we're gonna be, speaking about COD zombies. And what are we gonna be talking about? This here map right here, Kino Der Toten. I got some gameplay in the background going for you. And I'm gonna be talking about it. I'm gonna swing on over. I'm gonna, knife me some shit. I'm gonna fucking get me, give me some points and whatnot. I'm gonna have my quick revive, so if I go down, I'm gonna get back right up, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna be talking about the map here and what it, just how I feel about it, I guess. Stoner's opinion on this year iconic map, as overplayed as that is, as it is. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? Like everybody, it's like in gaming history, a map hasn't like outreached so far and so wide, like other than Kino. You know what I mean? Like other than Nuketown maybe, but other than that, Kino is like the first one that really like jumped out and everybody fucking knew it. You know what I mean? Like even like during Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and it got remastered in Black Ops 3. The one I'm playing here now. Like Kino is just iconic. Like it's just the culmination of all the good shit that came from, World at War, from Noct and Verrucht and Shino and Darius, and combined it into one map, which is Kino Der Toten. And it's the first map ever played. Well, this and 5. But anyways, Black Ops is also the first like real video game besides like The Legend of Zelda or Mario or Pokemon that I played as a younger kid. So it has a real like big place in my heart due to the fact that it's my first like big boy game. You know what I mean? Like I guess Legend of Zelda that I played, like Majora's Mask, wasn't like but I never beat it as I'm getting off track. Call of Duty Black Ops was my first like multiplayer, like online, like gaming culture, getting into the internet type game. I went over to my grandparents' house. I sat down with all my cousins and and all them and whatnot. It's a whole big group of us. I went into this into the room, like spare little like living room that they used to shove all their crap in and us kids in. It had like a foosball table and like a Xbox and a TV and stuff, and like it had like cable and whatnot in there. So sometimes you'll catch like old people if it gets like too rowdy or loud or whatnot, then go in there. It's just basically the like second living room. Basically, it's hard to explain. Big open floor plan, but anyways, I walk in, really cozy feeling. There's deer heads and like antlers and like crossbows and bows on the wall and pictures and of people and even a straight up bobcat. It was real like I don't know, it was real like mansion, like out in the middle of nowhere vibes, you know what I mean? But like small. Like it wasn't small, but it was like it was like it was a bigger like 3-bedroom home. That's what it was. It was a bigger 3-bedroom home. Anyways, yeah. I sat down, watched a little bit of watched a little TV, and then started watching them play Call of Duty, and they were playing multiplayer, and then they switched over to zombies and whatnot, and we were playing the campaign, and it was just a great night. It was a great night, bro. But whenever I finally got my own copy of it, whenever I finally started getting into the DLC, Oh my goodness, it was fun, it was fun, it was fun. Oh, it was fun with friends. But anyways, back to the topic at hand, Kino. That map, I remember being so scared to step outside of the starting room, seeing how far I can last in there before I just died every time, and being forced out of it literally by one of the 2 doors that I have to buy because I just can't be in there no more. Like, it was basically the starting room challenge, but out of fear, you know? Like, I was too scared to step out of the starting room and explore. Because, you know, dumb child mind. First time I played, I was with other people that were older than me, and so it was like, oh, okay, I'll just follow along. But anyways, it was back when zombies felt scary, you know? Back whenever I was younger. Back before zombies was cool feeling, it was scary feeling and creepy feeling, you know? And that's what really, like, creeped me out, you know? Is just exploring the abandoned theater by myself. And I eventually did it, and I eventually got more comfortable stepping out of the, you know, the starting room and figuring out what is all up with the map. And I finally get to the stage, and it's all cool and whatnot, and I learn what perks are, and I eventually get like the teleporter all working and learn what pack-a-punch is, and just start experimenting with all the like guns and whatnot, and figuring out half of them are fucking awful, but some of them are still, like, the other half are still pretty awful, but fun to use at least. And then the wonder weapons are dope as shit up until, like, you know, the, like, upper rounds. But whenever I was little back then, you never got there. So, you know, the wonder weapons were basically just god weapons that saved your ass most of the time. And that's what we used them for. The thunder gun especially was the oh shit, I fucked up gun. And that's basically what I ran around with, and if I got cornered, boom! And then as soon as I ran out of ammo with that or whatnot, I would switch to my regular gun and, you know, farm for something, like wait for a dog round and whatnot. But, you know, and then later rounds, it got hard to do that. But anyways, yeah, Kino was fun. Kino was fun, man. It was fun. And I remember playing it all day, all night. I remember all the, like, stupid conspiracies and, like, all the trolling that would be done on, like, me and my friends with each other and all that. And yeah, it was just a fun time, bro. It was just a fun time. And the movie reels, figuring out what those were, like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, I swear to you, we didn't know, like, none of me and my friends knew what Alex Jones was at the time, because we just weren't that deep into internet culture. We were just kind of just scraping the surface of, like, how-to videos and shit like that. But, like, dude, like, those reels made us feel like we unlocked, like, the secret to the universe. We were like, holy shit, we gotta, like, watch these and, like, document and whatnot, and it was just fun. And then, you know, like, Ascension came out, and the Easter egg actually was a thing that happened. And now that made us wig out even more. We were like, holy, like, we learned what the Easter egg was, and we learned we could do, like, random crap throughout the, like, map, and we just looked, and, you know, we eventually got tired and looked it up ourselves, and yeah, there was an Easter egg, and we did it, and it was fun. It was the first Easter egg I ever did with me and my friends. Well, that one in Call of the Dead. But those two, like, Ascension and Call of the Dead, are, like, the two easiest, like, Easter eggs to do ever, bro. Like, seriously, one of the steps that I remember off the top of my head is literally just standing for a minute. I'm pretty sure that's one of the steps I'm pretty sure in Ascension, you gotta stand, like, under the rocket pad or some crap, but that's getting into into maps that, you know, are, like, in this video. Like, what we're talking about is Kino Der Toten, and yeah, dude, it was my first map ever, dude. My first map ever, and it was the funnest shit in the world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it was just fun. It felt new. It felt creepy. It felt like I was I don't know, like a Back to the Future, Walking Dead, Nazi scientist, like Indiana Jones type adventure going on. Like it was so out of nowhere and just unique in my eye. Like it just in concept or just whatever. It was just so cool, and I just was fixated. I played the fuck out of Kino, and then I played the fuck out of 5. And if I'm being honest with you, my guilty pleasure is 5 because 5 just, I don't know. I like being JFK and, you know, fucking blowing shit up. And I need beams for the chowder here. And just, you know what I mean? Just fucking. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh man. Anyways, I guess that's the map I'm gonna be doing next, right? It's 5. So, stay tuned for that. I guess I should be wrapping up the video here. I've been John and, you know, talking way too much, I guess. Anyways, yeah. This was my short little opinion video on Kino Der Toten. Let me know how, like, what map you started with. You know, let me know how you feel about, like, Call of Duty whenever, like, you were playing it, and how you feel about it now and whatnot. And let's just, you know, start up a conversation, I guess. And, you know, leave that comment and also leave a like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you later. Have a good one. Peace.